Right, so I'm going to be talking about the Nobull Trainers. They just got delivered, and I'm just going to go through my first impressions of the shoes. I've not tried them out yet, but I'm going to be trying them out soon, so I just thought I'd share my initial thoughts. I will admit, I was a little wary of buying these because Nobull aren't a brand that I've ever tried before. I've seen them create a lot of buzz around the fitness world, so I thought I'd see what they're all about. So I'm going to try and share my first impressions of these shoes. Now, just to let you know, there is a full write-up of the Nobull Trainers over on the Listed Fit website where I discuss things like whether they're true to size, whether they're good for people with wider feet, and I actually compare them to the popular Reebok Nano X, which I was also thinking of buying. So check that out after you've watched this video. The link is in the description below. Now, in case you're wondering, these are the black sunset colorway. The first thing that will probably strike you about these Nobulls is that they come in an interesting range of colorways. For example, you've got shadow tie-dye, you've got dark grey gradient, royal sunset, magnolia, cabernet prism, and by far my second favourite that I almost went for is the black space floral, but I'm happy with these black sunsets. I mean, normally I just go for black all the time, but it's good to mix up a little bit every now and then. Now, just a few of the first things you'll notice when you get these out of the box. The material on these is not very padded. This feels like a really stripped down shoe. I get the feeling that these shoes aren't really about comfort, so don't let the pretty colours fool you. The upper material is really tough and durable feeling. In terms of flexibility, the material doesn't flex an awful lot. I just know that this shoe is going to get creases around the toe box, but I'm going to be using them just as a squat shoe, so these aren't everyday walk around shoes, so that's not really a problem. What's more important though is that the sole is flat, just like a pair of Converse Chuck Taylors. A couple of things that I'm concerned about out the gate is that I read in reviews before I bought this that the breathability of the material isn't great. There are quite a few people saying that their feet sweat quite a bit while wearing them. This isn't something that I'm going to know right away, this is something I'm only going to figure out once I've tried them out, so I'm going to see what my experience is like. Another thing that I was concerned about is that they are very narrow. I don't have wide feet myself, so this isn't a problem for me, but if you're someone with wider feet, you may have discomfort with these, so do bear that in mind. Now, the sole feels much like the upper material, not as flexible as you'd assume. The sole on these is very hard and inflexible, which I guess is what you'd want from a weightlifting shoe. You don't need soft and squidgy air bubble soles or soft forgiving foam. It's better to have something flat. You might prefer a softer sole though, or an insole with a little bit of an arch support depending on your needs. The insole that comes with these is very thin, but it is interchangeable. A few things to take away. These are designed to be a weightlifting CrossFit shoe. If your workout consists of a lot of running, then these may not be the best shoes for you. The heel on these is not raised in any way, so you're not going to get the same experience as a pair of true weightlifting or powerlifting shoes, such as the Savaleos, which are my current go-to pair. These are more like a chunkier version of a Chuck Taylor, a very flat, very stripped down shoe that I'm really looking forward to trying out. Make sure you check out the full article, including the pros and cons of Nobull Trainers, in the description below.